Good morning, Guten Morgen, magandang umaga, konnichiwa, bonjour. So I feel like it's been a while since my last video. I actually have several topics I want to discuss. Probably I'll make a lot of short videos. I mean a lot, probably 3. It's a lot for me. So, I just brought in wood, so please excuse me if I have wood chips on me. I wanted to address the fear mongering a little bit. I don't necessarily like to talk about it because I don't like to feed into it, because it is witchcraft, it is sorcery, a sort of programming or hypnosis, and it's a spiritual warfare that if the enemy trying to steal your crown, this is your crown, okay? Getting you to focus on things that are of the world, that things that are lies, things that are unimportant. The enemy is trying to steal your crown, your focus, and keep your eyes on the world when the Lord warned us and told us to come out of the world. So that's why I don't necessarily touch on things too much, but I would like to state that the masses, the whatever's trending, most people in general don't have a clue and are completely 100% wrong about everything. And I know that the more prideful someone is, obviously, the more they are not capable or able to admit that they are wrong. That there are a lot of people that predict things and then delete the videos, their past old videos of their predictions, that they, I'm not going to say prophesied, but theorized, opinionated, saying that this could happen, and then when it didn't happen, they just go on to their next fear-mongering or exciting topic. And I want to give a few examples of what people have been wrong with in the past, to where what I believe they're 100% wrong with what is to come as well. That I believe that everyone, including myself, none of us are going to know or have any idea of how it's going to play out, because this is how the Lord designed it to be. It's to humble you. It's to get you to lean on the Lord, not knowing the things that are going, how it's going to play out. Yes, I'm aware of Revelation. I'm aware of a great earthquake, but I don't know how events are going to play out, and I don't worry about the tomorrows. I just spend time with the Lord today. And honestly, I don't think about what I'm going to do tomorrow other than having to get up and going to work. So what people have been wrong with in the past. Remember that volcano? I think it was called La Palma. And there were a ton of people, when I say a ton, I'm saying a dozen or so people, talking about how they had proof that there was like a man-made grid of, it looked like explosives, man-made, because they were, you know, whatever they were looking at, radar or whatever people thought they were looking at, probably CGI, false, fake, whatever, where these man-made explosives look like, or they presumed, theorized that they were explosives that were, you know, set at like equal distance to each other, and it looked like a grid, and they said there was going to be a tsunami and, you know, catastrophic whatever was going to happen, and then it never did. That's a great example of people going over the top about end times, world events, of things that are going to happen, like sensationalizing and just over glorifying and just being dramatic, and they have to be the first to be out there to spread these lies. And they were 100% wrong. I'll give you another example. I've seen a lot of channels say that the internet is going to go down, which I believe that people are 100% wrong. And why do I believe this? Is because the internet, the screen, people's phones, people's social media accounts, they keep people compliant. They keep people in a coma-like state. And what I mean by that is asleep to the truth. They keep people, again, the word is compliant. They keep them in a daze. They keep them obedient. So why would the enemy, Satan, the Antichrist spirit, take away something that's keeping the population in control? Because if you take a look around, one of the things that happened in my own life when I became born again in Christ and became a new creation in Christ is I no longer used social media places like Facebook. I have no interest whatsoever. I was a 40-year-old woman taking selfies of myself. Since I've became born again in Christ, I think I've taken 3 selfies in the last 5 years. And they were all one of them is because I was showing, someone asked to see my haircut. They wanted to show someone, so I took a selfie of me crossing my eyeballs because I was like, I felt so ridiculous. Because once you're awake and aware of the truth, and you feel like, I feel like a huge heel knowing how many selfies I used to take years ago. You feel, you're just like, ugh, ick, you know, you don't want to take a selfie now. So I took a selfie to show someone my haircut. I took one of Wiggles here when he and I were in my hammock for my daughter. And then another time I think I took a selfie. I don't even remember what the reason was. So any event, yes, I think like once you become a new creation in Christ and you're aware of the Internet of Things, the web, they call it the web for a reason, because take a look around. How many people do you know in your life that cannot live without the internet, that cannot live without their device? So the whole rumor and the whole conspiracy of they're going to take the internet or the internet's going to go down, I don't think so. Again, I think that it's keeping people sedated, it's keeping them compliant, it's keeping them obedient, and it's keeping them from asking questions and looking around and opening their eyes to what's going on in the real world, because people are in the Internet of Things. So yeah, so I don't think that people are right about that, and a lot of other things too, but I'm gonna stop this video because I've jammered on a little bit too much. But I'd like to talk about other things in different videos, things that I have witnessed, things in my own testimony, things that I've heard other people say, and just giving my own take on things on a scriptural, connecting scriptures to the things that are happening. So I hope that you enjoyed your Thanksgiving. I don't necessarily celebrate Thanksgiving, but I did have turkey with my family. But I hope that you have found peace and that you're in a good place yourself. So I love you, and God bless.